All right, hello again. I seem to be having less and less of a plan for these little videos as the days go on. But that's okay, because I think that being able to be spontaneous and being able to think on your feet and be, what is that word? Opportunistic is the wrong word, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I was just thinking today about how flaky people are. And I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I'm aware of people, and I know people that are just so flaky. I mean, it's not even just my friends. I think it's just kind of the world. Like people are just flaky now. People don't follow through with anything anymore. People have become so soft, and I think the reason behind that is because it's so easy now to bail. It's so simple and so convenient and efficient to quit on plans and to not follow through with things. Back in the day, when there was no cell phones or no technology, well, of course there was some technology, but when there was no cell phones or no email or you couldn't call anybody or whatever, if you had talked with someone and said, yep, I'm going to meet you here at 8 o'clock, whatever the case might have been, if you didn't show up, it's okay, you've lost all trust with that person, because you had said in person that you would meet them there at 8 o'clock and you did not. And they're just kind of standing there waiting okay, what do we do? But now all you got to do is just, type and say, hey, something came up, can't make it, sorry. Whatever it is. And I think that while, yeah, it's convenient, I don't want to crash right now. Yeah, it's convenient, and yeah, I guess it's a good thing to have that ability, but we've I think officially overused that in such a way to where now it's people just bail all the time. No one follows through with anything. People aren't reliable. People aren't consistent, and it's rough, because I think that things have changed a lot fairly recently. So I think you got to hold yourself accountable, really, is what it comes down to, because it's the whole gym partner thing. When you have a gym partner, they're holding you accountable for going. And if you don't go, then it's you're letting you're letting somebody other than yourself down. And so that's why it helps to have a gym partner. But I think really what it comes down to is that you have to be able to hold yourself accountable. And that's a rare thing these days. You don't really see any of that hardly ever. I mean, a lot of times I'm the most disciplined person I know. I don't mean to again, stroke my ego or anything. That's just the world that we live in. I don't even do anything that crazy. I just kind of live my life the way that I have chosen to, I suppose. But people around me, people that I sometimes have surrounded myself with, are just so unreliable, undisciplined, inconsistent, and it's just an interesting world that we live in now because things have changed. Maybe not for the better, maybe for the better, but I kind of don't think it's for the better in a lot of ways. And part of that is just the convenience of technology. I mean, technology is just so accessible and so convenient that it gives you this whole new avenue on not following through. I think that's a very dangerous thing. I think not following through, I was listening to Inky Johnson. He always talks about how his mom instilled in him this idea of whatever you start, you make sure that you finish. There's traffic. I'm going to die. No. That whatever you start, you make sure you finish. And people don't have that mentality anymore. People start things, they don't like the certain situation, they bail, they quit, and it's just that easy and that fast. I think that football kind of is part of what taught me how to just grind through certain situations until the end. There's been so many times in sports, in my sports life, where there's some shitty things that I really just don't want to do, frequently, maybe even maybe even almost usually, I would say. I mean, football's rough. It was just high school football, but it was still so brutal on your body, and it was just painful. I mean, the physical pain, the mental pain, there's just so much to overcome there. And I think that's kind of part of what trained me and conditioned my mind to think in the way that I do now. And people, I think, just shy away from that. People shy away from pain and discomfort. And I've been over this several times now, I think, in my videos. But I don't know. I just think that you got to start to hold yourself accountable and start to just stop bailing. Just if you say you're going to do something, then follow through with it and do it. Stop trying to make me feel good and say, yeah, I'll come. Don't worry, I'll be there. Don't worry. Stop saying that and be honest. If you're not going to come, just say you're not going to come. And I feel like I'm starting to sound mad a little bit, and maybe I am a little bit. I don't know. I guess it kind of gets me riled up a little bit, because that to me, and I was just talking to my boss earlier today, and this might be a slight deviation from this topic, but we were talking about how people on their first day of work, they'll show up late. They'll show up 10, 15, 20 minutes late on their first day. And people just don't care about their impressions anymore. They don't care. That matters to me. I was listening to a speech once where, I kind of don't know his name, but he was saying how he'd rather be an hour early than a minute late. And I think that mentality is one that has withered away into the ether, and it's kind of just gone now. Every now and then you will find those people. They're out there still, but a lot of times that's just not how we think anymore, which is a shame, because I think that's really important. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think there's just kind of some older school, more traditional ways of life that I think shouldn't be foregone yet. Like when you shake someone's hand, I think that's a big deal to me. When I shake someone's hand, that tells me immediately a lot about them, like a lot. The way they shake my hand, the way they look in my eyes, their posture, the way they speak, the way they present themselves. Did they show up early? Did they show up late? Are they asking questions? I mean, there's just so many things. Pushing in your chair and being kind, saying please and thank you. There's so many things that really matter, that really make a difference in all of our lives. I mean, that's just how I was maybe grown up and how I was raised. And I think I don't know where that got lost. For me, it's a big deal. For me, I still try adamantly to hold on to those things because it matters. I notice those things and it makes a difference in my life. And I just don't see that as much anymore, which is sad, Okay, I guess I went on kind of a little rant there. I don't have much else to talk about, but I guess just the main point of the video, initially at least, was just to hold yourself accountable, stop bailing on people, be more honest with what you're really wanting and thinking. Stop bailing, quit bailing, stop quitting. What's that quote by Eric Thomas? Pain is temporary. If you quit, however, it lasts forever. That quote's kind of going through my head like a lot. I think that's a really cool, important, powerful quote there. Pain is temporary. If you quit, however, it lasts for your lifetime. As soon as you made up in your mind that you're going to quit, like that, you already quit. It already happened. That's now that it's already in the past, and you can't really take that back, right? There's no getting that time back. I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be done now. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Roger out.